Hello and welcome to 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. It's a lovely day in the city of Abuja, and we've got you covered when it comes to sports. Just 8 days to the kickoff of AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire, and we've been looking at the chances of the Super Eagles in the Nations Cup and some other stories. But today we still have a story concerning the Super Eagles and how they are preparing to take part in the biggest football competition in the continent of Africa. And on that note, I welcome you proper to the program, and I will not be alone in the studio. I've got a friend and a brother who will be joining me to talk sports this morning. Shaw Samuel, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm welcome.
All right. Okay. Let's begin with this particular one. It's UFC. Let's start from UFC before we talk the run leader game. And it's the good news for New Zealander, Nigerian-born Israel Adesanya, winning the Knockout of the Year award. This after he has won a couple of other awards before now, but this particular award, he has never won it before, and this award is coming after that defeat, after beating Alex Pereira. That was last year, April 2023. So because of that defeat of Alex Pereira, this award has actually been given to our own Israel Adesanya. And previously, he has won a lot of awards: the Newcomer Award, Fight of the Year Award, Male Fight of the Year Award in Mixed Martial Art, and a couple of other awards. But he has not won this particular award, that is the Knockout of the Year Award. We know that Israel Adesanya have 16 knockouts in the total number of fights that he has fought in his career, and this award is coming at a very good time. We know that he said he was going to take time off the sport, then come back. Probably we'll be expecting Israel Adesanya to be back strong and better this year after losing to Strickland the last fight of 2023. But it's a good news. I think this award is a sort of motivation to Israel Adesanya. Sure, I think it's a good news for our own Israel Adesanya.
Yes, it's a good news. It's a wake-up call for those who has interest in actually going for a sport that is well recognized as this, and it's a very good thing that Israel Adesanya has gotten an award that he hasn't attained or gotten during his career, and it's a good thing for the country.
Okay, it's a good thing for the country, and it's a good thing for Israel Adesanya scooping this particular award. And like I said, it's going to give him that confidence to go forward this year. We know that after he lost to Strickland in his last fight, he decided to just take a break from the sport. But we're hoping to see Israel Adesanya coming back stronger and better this brand new year 2024. All right, for Israel Adesanya, congratulations to him. Congratulations to his coach, and congratulations to Nigeria. And for mixed martial art, I think it's a developing sport in Nigeria. I want to see more Nigerians doing well or participating when it comes to the mixed martial art sports, where you have to use your fist and your legs. That is why it's called the mixed martial art. All right, let's leave Israel Adesanya and quickly go straight to AFCON. Let's go straight to Cote d'Ivoire. We told you we're bringing you every information about the AFCON. We're just 8 days away from the AFCON 2023 to be played in Cote d'Ivoire, and it's a good news for all of the teams that will be participating this time around, where CAF, the organizers, that is Confederation of African Football, have deemed it fit to increase the prize money for the winner of this year of the 2023 AFCON Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire by 40%. And what that means is that the winner of as in AFCON 2023 will go home with $7 million.
Wow. That's really encouraging, because this will really stir up the players to put in their best and also represent their country fully, and also it's sort of motivates the player to put in a lot into the game of football.
Okay, if you look at it, we have our own Super Eagles going for these going to the Nations Cup, and $7 million is a whopping sum of money.
Yes.
Well, no matter how we look at it, it's going to go a long way. And CAF, after looking at the whole scenario, increasing it by 40%, now $7 million. Okay, let's look at the Super Eagles now. What do you think outside motivations to the team? What other thing would this price increase do to all of the teams that will be playing in AFCON?
Okay, I would say that this increment as for the price for anybody who wins the competition would really encourage players who are outside the sphere of Africa, who play in Europe, to really want to come down to their country of origin to actually participate in this great tournament. Because from the way things are, football right now has grown so big in the sense that money is a motivating factor.
Yeah.
So I would say that these players would be encouraged, and they would want to represent their nations instead of representing other foreign nations that they feel that they can earn more from while playing for them.
Okay, while playing for them, another thing it's going to do to the players is that they will come down to the shores of this continent to represent their country, and then probably not, according to our language here, representing Onyibo people, and they will have to come down and represent their parents, as in their motherland, their fatherland, the continent. They'll come back to identify with the color, which is the dark skin color, yes. And it's a good one for CAF to actually increase the prize money. And now the runners-up, we go home with a whopping sum of $2.5 million, and then we have the fourth position with $1.3 million. 1.3 million, $2.5 million, $4 million. That is for the second position. So in a way, is it fair enough? $4 million for the second, $7 million for the winner, $4 million for the second person. The third we go with 2.5, while the fourth person we go with $1.5 million.
I would say it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's shared abroad equally in a way that it will really bring about the players putting in their best. That's just all I see here. You put in your best, you get what you work for. So that's just all I see. But it's a fair bargain.
It's a fair bargain. A good one coming in from Patrice Mosipe, that's the CAF president, by making sure that the prize money for AFCON 2023 is increased. Okay, let's still stay with the AFCON, but now let's go straight to the Super Eagles. Now, the friendly games that they were supposed to play against Burkina Faso and Cape Verde has been called off. What does that mean to the team? Let's not look at maybe calling off the friendly now, yes. But what is the implication of these friendlies that is being cancelled?
From my end, I would say it's a slight setback because these guys, they would really need to understand themselves before going into the continent's competition, because most of the time they are usually playing for their club sides. They usually have less time to spend with themselves when it comes to representing their nation. So I would say that it's going to be a slight setback. This friendly games is a means to actually get them to connect with themselves properly. At least know, okay, how this person moves, where to get the ball across to the other person, and so on and so forth. So going into the game without playing friendly matches, for me, I would say is a slight setback for the team.
It's a slight setback. Now, let's continue with the Super Eagles. Let me ask you now, do you fancy the chances of Super Eagles winning the AFCON 2023? Yes, we fancy them to be one of the major favorites to win the competition, looking at the quality of players that we have. But I still want to see that these boys are able to blend and play as a team, not just individual team play, but I want them to play as a team. So if the boys can actually play as a team,
I fancy them winning the competition.
Okay, fancy them winning the competition. Now, let's look at all the departments of the team. Okay. Now, from the goalkeeping position, defense, that is the midfield, attackers. Now, which area of the positioning you are not satisfied with? A lot of persons, and do you have faith in Jose Pizarro to win us a record 4th AFCON title?
Yes. I would say the coach can actually do that if he's able to make a very good selection when it comes to every game he comes to play. For example, I have issues with the goalkeeper, that is Uzoho.
Francis Uzoho.
Yeah, Francis Uzoho. I personally don't believe so much in his quality because he has made so many errors. I watched some of the games, the ones they played for the qualifiers for the AFCON, and also the same thing for the World Cup qualification. I saw some of the errors. If he continues in that fashion, it's going to cost us a lot. It's going to, especially when we get to the knockout stages of the competition. So I am quite scared about the goalkeeping area majorly from my end.
Okay, now we have a new goalkeeper in the team, Stanley Nwambili from Chippa United, and then we have Ojo Olorunleke of Enyimba International, the only home-based player in the Super Eagles right now. Now we now have Francis Uzoho, Nwambili, and Ojo. Now these 3 goalkeepers that I just mentioned, if you are Jose Pizarro, who will you start with?
I will go with the home-based goalkeeper.
Why?
Because it's a new experience for him. He wants to put in his all into the competition. He wants to do that. So, and I also observed that over time, most of the guys we bring in from the home base who are really serious with what they're doing, they usually bring in, they are the ones that come out at the spotlight. You see them bringing in their A game into, because they say that, yes, this is a chance for me to actually prove myself and actually see that, yes, I move from where I am to go to somewhere that is higher.
Okay, I move from where I am to go to somewhere that is higher. According to Samuel, he says he will start with Ojo Olorunleke, but it's not left for Jose Pizarro to actually do that and probably start with whoever he feels he is comfortable with and who can actually keep that goal aligned very tight and keep the defense very tight so that we won't concede some goals. There's no how if you play better, you will not concede goals, but if you don't play better, you know what that means. For Francis Uzoho, he has actually cost a lot, so the Super Eagles and Nigerians are not really happy with him. But let's see what happens in the Nations Cup. Someone say he believes they can win it. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, let's quickly leave that story and go straight to Doha, that is Qatar, where the World Table Tennis tournament is ongoing, and just on Thursday for our own African #1 and Nigerian table tennis sensation Aruna Quadri suffered a 3-love loss to Fan Zhendong of China in that particular game in the quarterfinal. The first set was 11-16. The second set was 11-6. I beg your pardon for first set. The second set was 11-9, and the fourth set was a very bad one for Aruna Quadri. He lost the third set 11-4, which is not really and for Aruna Quadri, 4 times he has participated in this tournament. He was chasing to become the first African to qualify for the semi-final.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. I've watched him since my youth, and he has actually been a player who has grown over time, because he's a good representative of the country, and that's why the country actually look forward to bringing him into such competitions. And despite the loss, I still see him as somebody who has actually made us proud.
Okay, you see him like somebody who has actually made us proud. Now, he is aging. Because we need more of Aruna in the in our table tennis sports. What do we need to do to get more of the Arunas so that now we can guarantee you that Aruna will last 5 years or 6 years, or let's just say 6 years on the sport, because he is 30, I think 38 thereabout right now. So look at the number of years that is left for him to be actively involved when it comes to table tennis. So what can we do to get more of the earners in the society?
Okay, I believe that the table tennis governing body should come up with local competitions. Because we majorly focus on other sports like football. Yes, most especially. We also have, I think I was very impressed when I saw that we participated in the African hockey competition. It was great. I loved it. So we should bring in competitions locally to see that, yes, indeed, we are able to see and spot or bring out upcoming young table tennis players, because the truth is that we have young people who actually participate in these games, but the problem is that they don't have the opportunity, and also they don't have the privileges to participate in such competitions when it comes to table tennis.
Okay, when it comes to table tennis for Aruna, I would say congratulations for even getting to the quarterfinal after beating world number 5. It was a tough one. He defeated Hugo Caledrano of Brazil. He has world number 5, and then that was the first tough opponent he has to take out of the tournament, and then he met world number 1 Fan Zhendong of China, and it was a match-to-match, but his forehand smashing and the rest of them couldn't help him. He lost at the last set 11-4, which was the last set was actually not good one for Aruna Kadri. But no matter how you look at it, congratulations to him, 4-time appearance. Let's see if he will still go there next year. African #1 table tennis player and Nigerian great when it comes to table tennis. All right, let's leave the shores of, let's leave Asia now and come back to Europe. Let's quickly go straight to England, where there was a game last night in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and it ended on a goalless affair at Selhurst Park, despite red card to Calvert-Lewin in that particular game. For Everton, they are gradually getting themselves, though this is a cup game, but at the end of the day, it was a goalless draw at Selhurst Park, that is the home ground of Crystal Palace.
Yeah, great game for Everton, most especially. Sean Dice has actually built that team so well, and they were able to manage the 10-man team, yes, against a very good Crystal Palace team, and fortunately they were able to make it through.
Okay, they were able to make it through. I think there's going to be a replay of that game at the home ground of Everton, and after that we will know who is going to go to the 4th round of the FA Cup. All right, let's go straight to the Coppa Italia. Juventus didn't leave anything at all. This was total demolition of Salernitana. 6-1 it ended in the Coppa Italia.
Yes, I'm not surprised. Juventus are doing well. Yes, they're doing well, and it was really a good scoreline for them.
Okay, good scoreline for Juve against Salernitana in the Coppa Italia. All right, let's still stay in Europe. Let's go straight to France. Before we go straight to France, let's quickly look at the La Liga result. There were actions in La Liga last night also, and for Barcelona, they have to come from behind to beat Las Palmas 2-1 in that particular game, and then for Osasuna, they beat Almeria. Almeria continue their worries and their struggles in Spanish La Liga this season. They lost 1-0 away to Osasuna, and Sevilla lost to Athletic Bilbao 2-0. Before we talk about the result, mostly that of Barcelona, let's quickly look at the table and see the effect of that Barcelona win. Let's see what where Barcelona is now on the table. They still remain on the 3rd, but from the 1st to the 3rd, quickly, Real Madrid remains at the top of the table with 48 points and 29 goal difference. Surprising team of the year, Girona, of the season, Girona is on the 2nd position with 48 points and 22 goal difference, and Barcelona is on the 3rd position with 14 goal difference and 41 points. 7 points behind the leaders and the 2nd position. Then Athletic Bilbao, after beating Sevilla, they are now 4th. They are 4th with 38 points. Atletico Madrid moved down to 5th position. They lost their game to Girona in a 7-goal thriller. That was on Wednesday. They have 38 points, and Real Sociedad is on the 6th position with 32 points. Real Betis 7th with 28 points. Getafe is on the 8th position with 26 points, and Las Palmas, after they lost at home, still remain 10th position with -1 and 25 points. Let's look at the flip side of it. Rayo is on the 11th position with 23 points. Osasuna, who won their game, is on the 12th position with 22 points and -7 goal difference. Villarreal on the 13th position with 19 points, and Mallorca is on the 14th position with 18 points, and Alaves is on the 15th position with 17 points. Almeria, with no points at all, remains at the bottom of the table. Let's quickly have that result for Barcelona. They are actually struggling.
Yes.
The consistency is not there. They had to come back from a goal down to win this particular game, courtesy of Gundogan's spot kick.
I just have this issue with Barcelona at the moment. Their level of inconsistency has actually cost them a lot of points. And I actually don't see them taking the title this season because of their level of inconsistency. When you check the likes of Real Madrid and Girona, you would really be, I would say you'd be, I'm trying to get the word, but you would get to see that, yes, these guys are really intentional.
They want, as in they know what they want.
Yes,
for the
they really
season.
know what they want for this. Especially Girona, they've won a lot of games that I didn't really expect them to win. Like the last game they played against Atletico Madrid, they won 4-3. These guys went in with all and everything that they had. And Barcelona are having issues with Lewandowski at the moment, Robert Lewandowski at the moment, because he's not actually giving them the number of goals that we expect him to. Yes, because I think this should be one of his poorest seasons ever. He has a very low amount of goals at the moment, and it's actually bringing Barcelona back. It's drawing them back. Okay,
it's actually drawing Barcelona back. They lost 2-1. If not for Gundogan, it would have ended 1-1 right there at the home of Las Palmas. But at the end of the day, they were able to get that win. But let's see what happens for Michel Sanchez of Girona. He's actually doing something special this season, and we might not. In fact, before we say Jack, we might just see Girona playing in the Champions League.
Yes.
Don't you think so?
Yes, I think so, 100%. I see the zeal in these players that they actually want to experience top European football competitions, and it's really a good thing that we see teams that we least expect to actually get to that height, to actually put in their best and surprise, like the word, I have to use that word, surprise a lot of us. A lot of us.
Okay. All right, okay, let's see how it goes in the La Liga for Barcelona, for Girona, for Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. This for Girona is the only new face in between these teams I just called. Okay, let's leave that and go straight to France. We're still in Europe. Let's quickly look at his cup game in all of the top European leagues. Let's look at the cup game, that is French Coupe de France fixtures for France. We have Chambly against Racing, we have FC Challenge against Rodez, we have Figueres Nolier against Quivly-Romain, we have Pau against Nantes, and Sergumenez FC against Valenciennes, and the Metz will take on Clermont Foot. That's in the fixture. And before we go quickly, let's quickly look at this transfer story where Arsenal right now are making move to snap up Amadou Onana of Everton. This guy is a fantastic player.
Yes.
But do you think he's going to fit into Arsenal's style of play just in 3 seconds?
All right. Yes, he is. He's going to fit into the system. He just plays a pass for me and pass for you pattern of football. He doesn't hold the ball for too long, and I feel he's going to fit in.
Okay, you feel he's going to fit into that Mikel Arteta's team. Quickly before we leave the studio, let me ask you this on Super Eagles.
Yes.
Now, where do you think we will get to in the AFCON? Final, semi-final, quarter-final?
I see the Super Eagles reaching the semi-finals of the competition, looking at the likes of the strikers that we have. These strikers are in form. I see them putting in their best, especially on Victor Osimhen putting in, and I see him doing a lot in this competition. So I see the Super Eagles advancing to the semi-final stage, possibly the finals.
Okay, possibly the final. All right, that is where we leave it on 360 for Super Eagles. They won the AFCON third position more than any other country in the continent. 8 good times. So you know what that means. 8 bronze medals that the Super Eagles have won when it comes to the continental showpiece. All right, thank you, Samuel Esho, for coming in on the show.
Thank you very much, sir, for having me.
All right, that is it on 360 Sport from Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Say thanks for watching.